Yeah. Yeah.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 6. First carry now for Justice Hill. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 14 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
See me? He looks creepy. He looks creepy right now.
Yeah.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Look at.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you.
All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
And we
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Oh! Yakapeki. Oh.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. And they'll get him down past the 15. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. They're running again with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
What?
Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got
Let's have this all big.
and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And they will only muster yard here to the 38.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the...
Let me go cool.
See?
Where?
Chad Ochocinco right there.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Let me see. Hold on. You a wide receiver too?
Yeah, I pick myself wide receiver. And let me pick myself wide receiver.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 40 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage. They did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 27 yards. And well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll roll on first down. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A first down carry for Henry. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the
Oh, you have to update. G P P P P P. I go to pay off.
Why you do that for? Why didn't you play the season?
No. I cannot get gas.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot get gas. It can avoid too. No, I cannot get gas. I got beat.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. 2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson. trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, they're just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way, the number of injuries they've had already.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry, still going. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is Burrow going up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Baltimore defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They cheated for defeating 5.
Good man. That's cool. That's what I got you. Big time plays with the follow. Jerry will tap in the kitchen.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 39.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the option left, it's Burrow. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield.
Now White lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Shut your mouth.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver ran that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the X.
Let's get a mommy.
That's 3 in the morning.
I kick her easily.
I know what y'all thinking, I'm bogus. I'm supposed to be home with a bitch. Nah, see, I pay the rent. Yeah, and I got a kid. Damn, plus his pocket's split. The shit I'ma take, he won't even miss. Now they shoot a risk, cause I asked about him and he play with sticks. But it is what it is. If that nigga rich, then I'm busting his feet. Yeah, see, even I bleach. Nah, cause my finger itch. But here come his whip, but he ain't alone. He came with a bitch. See, I'm changing no plans. It is what it is. I am what I am. And if it's big as a sis, when I'm just looking, so better get out. From the looking, so Burberry down. From the looking, this best in Chanel. From back, you see a 10 on the scale. I think I might just take her as well. Let me stop being silly. They going in the building, I'm going in with them. God, please let them do what I say. If you don't, you're going to be coming together. See, I'm having a little bit of tips, but I'm focused, I'm thirsty and thin. Call them laughing for the clock to his fit. We start sneaking and squirming and fitting. So the bitch don't look my way. If she do, her whole face going to be missing. And she stayed with her face to the wall, so I guess that she got the picture. I want the money, it can be so simple. And your jewelry should look official. If you play on blood, I'm with it. Turn down, look what I found this picture. Look to the right, cause I heard her giggle. Turned around and this bitch, my sister. Hey, Kayla, why you just like a hooker? No, niggas that you fuck with me, pussy. Damn, look, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ruining y'all party. But I'm keeping the money in jewelry. Just walk it off, you would take me to mine. Man, these niggas be bitch. Crazy, flat out, he's sick. Play with me while he tripping. By the way, stay next week, he me. A nigga dish me, he won't do it again. I run a nigga and do it again. Talk to your block if you two of your friends. It's do or die. If you gon' run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And bulldozing his way through. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Jackson now. Now he'll tap this and run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And they'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. This the first official.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Big shit.
Here we go. Turbo touch.
Yeah.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Burrow going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
On 2, right?
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
And they get play action now. Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Burrow will throw. Fighting Tolbert here over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low risk, low reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
First down, here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question. So what caused the incompletion? Come on, man. Get back on your game. Let's go.
Now it's Burrow.
There he goes down.
There he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The safety blitz staged a perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be fielded at the 17. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity all tied in the fourth quarter. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it.
It ain't my fault these bitches mad, though. It ain't my fault they would have cared, though. Get out your feelings, get a bell. Get a tail. I'm on the hell, just shit on all you bitch. I'm on the rate, just get somebody in.
Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
No.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it won.
Guys, man, complete. They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashawn Bateman, his first touchdown of the year. And the Ravens strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the... Highlight shows tonight the home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7.
John's progress.
Innovation that shapes the future.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown.
Hey, it's okay. Let's figure this out. I miss you, Phoenix. I miss her too. Yeah. I just took a shower with her now, but I still miss her. She's so fucking cute. Hey, y'all, I think my brother let me play his game till 4 a.m. What game are you playing, Big Time?
Uh,
Oh my god. Yeah. I heard that you was driving and you got killed, Phoenix.
She did. I just pulled up and she like was dead. I did not crash, by the way.
I am screaming.
I did not crash.
goodbye.
Oh no no. Oh no no.
So funny. I mean, hopefully we can do something.
They're behind
Yeah, I want to do something. What wins me?
you.
You playing what wins me?
Moment ago, they worked from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Yeah, I just got it yesterday. Someone told me. Well, actually, Nori told me to get it. She's the one who told me to get it.
And there's Yoshibas.
Yeah,
They'll
I
give him
just
4
got it.
yards there. And it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side to Higgins.
Hopefully you
The
don't
result,
fall.
only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. An inside give. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Thanks, chat. I'll give you
The
5
crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to give it to his running back out of the backfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I hope I got enough.
So the Bengals in possession.
That's 500 kisses for y'all.
A lot of
To
kisses.
the football here
A lot
as
of
we
kisses
get your
for y'all.
reset.
I'm wondering.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score
Ah,
here to make
okay.
their final drive.
That's a lot for y'all. It's a lot of kisses.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
What are we now?
That's going to be
She's
knocked
like,
away
what are we now?
and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page
You want to hear my
right
new
now,
voice?
because I think they're going to try and get several plays out in quick
You
succession.
say yeah or no?
Now the Bengals
Okay.
use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing.
You like it?
Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert.
Yeah, what's up?
He's tackled a yard short of the mark.
I got
Gain
you.
of 9 on 1st down.
You want some cheese? Hey, you're
And he is swallowed up right at the line.
Oh, you bitch.
We've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the
the
Bengals
face
sensed
is
some discomfort.
crazy.
So as the medical staff
Yeah.
takes a look, we'll
Yeah,
step
what's up?
aside.
Yeah, what's up?
A
Damn.
big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1
Yeah, DDG deep voice is crazy.
to throw.
You're
Burrow.
attacked over there.
It completes it right side of the lane. And he is going to have the
Yeah.
Bengals first down by
Are
a
you
couple of
frozen?
yards as they're able to convert there
I'm
on
not
3rd
floating in
and
the city.
1.
I'm frozen. I'm like at a lake or something.
He can't get a throw off. He's
Yeah,
taken
that's what it's like
down.
light.
What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of...
Oh,
Oh, okay, then maybe I have to start over.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to start over, Loki. New task manager.
Peace.
Look, I be having my real deep points too. Okay.
Yeah, I feel that.
So
up, Shotty? How you doing?
Dang, you got a deep voice. Yeah, Shawty, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, ain't no thing but a chicken wing, girl. Hey, yeah, fine shit. Dude, you feel me,
Coming
period.
on the sack, and it brings up second.
God damn, Shawty, you look good, Shawty. Good. Hey, I'm gonna slide you out, Shawty. Slide you out. Who's that nobody?
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's
I don't know, I think I heard somebody say that before. Slide you out. What does that mean? Yeah, that's bad, huh? Probably bad.
Multiple players
Okay.
getting home there for an 8-yard
I probably won't say that again.
Absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation.
Oh, I heard us slime you out. Okay. Maybe slime you out might be supposed to help with you. Couldn't help. I can't see.
Bats it away and it falls down.
I got it.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
Okay, I think I have to start my thing over because it's still loading. Are you in it? Oh, you are in it.
Set at the line for this next drive.
Okay, I'm gonna start over. Fuck it.
Oh, Jackson's gonna throw it.
Yeah.
It's nearly an interception, but it's
not
incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
It is so
incomplete.
Yeah.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown.
But
Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down.
It's also late.
Inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing now is Jackson. A check down here for Henry.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimum gain.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run and try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first
They can't help it.
the resistance going to back up. He not only picks up the first, but takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. We wait once you need a full
A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
For real?
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.
I did bring up to Imori about doing like karaoke.
Ooh, yeah, karaoke be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Why the fuck does Namir have no shoes on?
Then you're gonna mirror the fucking hobo. I promise you he is.
So yeah, we can do that family. We can definitely do camping first, and then we can do the karaoke.
Okay, I think our first event as a family should be camping for sure. We going tell the family. We gonna acknowledge tell the family that.
Yeah, I'm down for that for sure. I forgot about camping.
I'll probably be dead. No, camping, yeah. Camping's fun.
So yeah, I'm definitely ready for some camping. But like, we gotta set a date up.
Yeah.
And we also gotta make sure that everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. We're definitely gonna do that. I'll make the flyer. I like making flyers. But let's talk to the family when we get in. What I'm loading in right now. It's working.
All right, bad. I think